Hello and welcome to Kidder Farms. Hopefully you all are enjoying this fine evening here. We're going to be setting up the new multiplayer community server tonight, which is actually open and live. So if you want to start downloading mods and stuff, it is there. It's running. And yeah, I tried to keep the mods a fairly tight list because it is a big map. It takes a long time to load, so it should be pretty good. Most of them are Mod Hub mods. Got a handful of things on here that aren't on the Mod Hub, like auto drive, because I don't think anybody wants to drive across a 16x map more than once. So we're gonna be going to town here on getting this set up. Looks like we've already got K-State on the server here, so I know it's working. I know other people can join, and I know the mods are available for download, so all of those boxes are checked off. I'm looking for my buttons here. See if we can switch over to the game view for just a moment here. Turn on a few options. There we go. Nice. All right. How we doing, chat? Living on a player in here. Bow Hunter, good to see ya, man. Pleasant View Farms, how you doing? Nathan, good to see ya. Dane, how you doing? William's got the snacks and the drink. You know, that's one of those things. I wish that I could bring some snacks down here. I just can't bring myself to eat on stream. I don't like people watching me eat. You guys don't want to watch me eat. You want to watch me play some games. So we're going to jump into things here and start getting set up. We've got a large map. So this is the second time we've streamed on this map. The first time we did a stream with just the channel members, kind of a one-off. I was checking out the map, and as we played the map, I realized that this was going to be a ton of fun to set up as a community server, because there's, you know, a whopping 22 fields on this map, but it's a 16x map. And so we're going to have some fun. We're going to run a single farm right here in the middle. And the only thing I've done is I've bought this unowned property, the Rhodes property here, mainly because our farm sits within this, and that's going to allow us to put some placeables and stuff down. And so we are going to be doing a lot of work on this map to make any progress. And I haven't put a lot of money into anything yet. We might give our farm a little bit of money to start out with, but not a lot. What I want to do on this to drive community participation is I've got the lease to own mod on the server, and we're not going to buy any equipment starting out today. We're just going to lease equipment as people get on to play. I think I gave K-State farm manager here. He's been in the community a long time, just recently got active again. And he was my farm manager on my original community server as well. Actually, he was my admin as well for the web server. So we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff here today. RXZ Gaming in the house. How you doing? Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. We've been getting into the streaming stuff again and going to town. So we are going to be having a lot of fun tonight. So let's see here. Scott, how you doing? How's chat doing? Nice to see you guys. First things first, let's get up in the air here. I want to take a quick look around. You know, honestly, I've been so busy this week that I haven't had a chance to really set the server up. I wanted to get it up over the weekend, but it just didn't happen. We got lots of storage for vehicles, lots of open storage, which is going to be good for driving these big cedars, and you know, we're going to have a lot of big rigs on this map. And then we've got a nice shop area with a couple of liquid fertilizer buy points, but there's no dry fertilizer or dry seed buy points on the map that I could find, at least not on this farm. And so we're going to place one down here, I think. Bow Hunter wants to do potatoes. I think that would break the game. This field is, oh my goodness, 479 real life acres. That's a lot of acres to do potatoes on. The one thing I'm going to have to do is mute everybody as they come onto the server. I wish FarmSim had a just don't use audio chat setting. I did see that, Argzy, that you guys set this up as a multiplayer server as well. I'm kind of curious to hear how your server's going, because the live stream we did, we had, I don't know, 5-6 people out in one field for 2.5 hours, and we didn't get half done. So we're gonna be cranking on this. We should set up some goals. Maybe we can have our community server compete against each other. That might be a fun time if we could come up with a reasonable set of goals. We'll have to talk about that. That might be good times. Let's see. I need one placeable here that we're missing, which is somewhere to get seed and fertilizer. And I've got this Meridian storage yard that I've used in previous iterations, and I think this is going to work out pretty good. And so my goal was, I think, to put it right back here. I'm just worried that that little pile of trash right there is going to be a driving hazard. I wanted to put it back here so we have plenty of room to drive by it. Let me just look around. Maybe we'll put it right here. I think this is going to be less of a hassle. Something like so. That looks pretty good. Zoom over here. We had 9 in field 8 the other night, 3 combines, all running faster, and only got 50% through the contract. Nice. I've set them a goal of 10 million liters, which is the bins full of most crops. Oh, that would be cool. See if we can completely fill up the bins on the thing, because now you got to balance holding the material versus selling it to get more equipment. I like that. So let's see here. If I jump back out of flight mode and turn back on all my icons because I turned them off to take a screenshot earlier, I think you can just buy, yeah, we can just buy whatever we need here in sufficient quantities. All right, perfect. So we're getting there. We now have the ability to purchase whatever products we need. That's the idea. That's the challenge. Yeah, I like it, Argzy. I tell you what, we're going to do the same thing. I will, I'll ping you. I'm curious what settings you're running your server on as well, as far as days in the month and, you know, are you pausing it when nobody's on, stuff like that, because these fields are so big. I can't imagine running this in just real time. In fact, what did I set this as? I'm running it at real time. Days per month. I've got 3 days per month right now. Seasons are turned off. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe we should turn seasons off, because otherwise this is going to get to be... Let me pause that for a minute. Let me look at the calendar. That's a fair point. Where's the calendar? Oh, I just turned the calendar off. Hang on. Calendar here? Oh, yeah, that's going to be a pain in the you-know-what. That's a good one, Argzy. Seasons is going away. We'll leave precision farming on. I like precision farming, but good one, good one. Hey, Tech for the Disabled. Nice to see you there. Yeah, don't buy everything. You can actually change the amount, so it changes in fairly reasonable amounts. Just don't do all 300,000 liters at once or we'll be broke. Set to off, not paused. Oh, wait. No. Thank you. That's a good one. How many days are you doing on your server, or are you just doing months since you've got seasons turned off? It seems like things would wither and die, or do they not wither and die when you don't have seasons on, I suppose? Or is there no withering in FS22? I can't recall now. It's been so long. So first off, what do we want to start with? for work here. I think we're going to want to start with some different equipment. Won't wither with seasons off. That's what I thought. I haven't done a good fertilizer contract in a while. That might be a good spot to start out with. We've got a few good mods on the server. Let me bring up the list here. And there's a way to filter this, if I remember correctly. Used vehicles. Oh, there's a nice Steiger on sale. The wide frame, too. I wonder if, can you lease off of the used vehicle sales screen? No, I didn't think so. It's half off, though. Did the server password change? Jeff H., this is the new community server. So check the multiplayer chat channel for the new credentials. This one's going to be open to anybody on the Discord server that wants to play. So yes, the password did change. This is a nice big tractor, though. We need big tractors on the farm. I'm really tempted. It's 48% off. Let's see what a tricked out Steiger would look like. I forget what tire options we even have. Ooh, we've got the big LSWs. Ooh, I can get duals. So this is what happens when you let me onto the server. I'm not sure how often I'll play compared to most people, but I'm going to get the tractor that I like when I do it. Front options. We're going to put the weights on there. Windows, default, lights, LED lights. Oh, I do have an awesome mod that extends the lighting when it's dark for the multiplayer servers, because it's just ridiculous when it gets night on some of these maps. So we're gonna go all out with this thing. Cardboard on the floors? No, we're gonna pay for the carpet. If we're gonna buy one. That looks better. All right, what attachers do we got? Ooh, rear weights. Well, I can put a quick hitch on here. We can modify it later if we're buying it. Ooh, you can add the Welker logo. That's nice. We're going to put fleet numbers on these so that we can keep track of them. So this will be tractor number 1. We might as well put that on. I don't quite know what it does. GPS is going on. Joe Mama, how you doing? Yeah, Scott, this is going to be a good buy. Do I know why a helper would just stop at the end of a row? The help is still engaged, but he won't move. I haven't seen that happen too often. Usually it's when either they get stuck by something, and it's not always something that you can see. All right, so we have just blown a third of our money. Awesome. Where is the... Oh man, the store is nowhere near our farm. I thought it was all going to spawn in the farmyard. Where are we? Oh goodness, we're on the other side of nowhere. Okay, well I guess we're going to be driving up to the farm as soon as I figure out how to get to the road. Here we go. All right, I'm not the auto drive expert, but we're gonna do some auto drive. And I think I have that annoying speed mod on here. Oh, I do. I put the wrong speed sync on here. Oh well. This is going to be the shop. So let's back it up. Back it up. Right here is shop. Create new shop. Oh, I gotta record a point first. There we go, that's better. Enjoy the drive, exactly. Somebody's gotta do it. If you want, you guys can feel free to lease some equipment and grab a contract. Like, find a random contract that you want to do, and just lease some equipment and start going to town, and I'll join you guys in a little bit. Although, whatever equipment you lease, you're going to have to drive it up there. I need to hang a left on this road. Let me get going down this road in a straight line. Oh, it has a curve in it, of course. And people are going to hate that I'm doing the auto drive course. I'm the worst auto drive driver in history. And Jeff H is on the server as well. Nice. I'm glad people are able to connect. And I'm falling behind here. Next purchase, potato harvester. Yeah, not so much. Trio Gaming, how you doing, man? Next thing, Derry is going to want to pull behind forage harvester on this map. Yeah, exactly. 4X is possible, needs testing. You have one for Xbox, works fine. Yeah, I know there was a few that actually got released early on, and then Giants stopped pushing them out for consoles again. So hopefully 4X is going to come to console at some point. But this is a 16X, and I'll be honest, I don't see the 16X making its way to console anytime soon. Here we go. You know what? Jeff H is on. He's usually my auto drive guy, I think. But we're going to do this. We're going to turn on GPS and make a GPS track while I'm on the straight line here. Oh, stop, stop, stop. That did not... No, that was not right. What happened? GPS did not like whatever I just did. Alright, this window needs to move up here. This needs to be here. Okay, well, let's try this one more time. I have no idea what GPS just did to me, but it was bad. Okay. Please set a working width for... Oh, I don't have an implement, so I don't have a working width. What's the... I don't remember the key to bring up the GPS menu to set that. GPS, guidance steering menu is Control S. I'm going to set my working width to 1 foot. I'm getting way off into the weeds here. Hang on, I'm going to stop this time before I do this. 1 second. Nope. Create or load a track first. There we go. And... wow. Yeah, it's like wanting to go on that crazy side angle. Alright, we're at an angle driving on this map, and it probably doesn't have... This map probably doesn't have multi-terrain angle. Or at least not a finite enough multi-terrain angle. That's what's going on. Perfect. Well, now we know. And our GPS or our auto drive line is way off the road over here, so somebody is going to have some fun. I've lost my... Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the map, or the road. Alright, tell you what, we'll fix it later. Hang on. We'll fix that part of the road later. It's gonna cause problems. It's fine. Alright. Yeah, Carson, the server is open to anybody who wants to join. The information is actually in the community multiplayer channel. I need to delete the old Western Australia channel, so feel free to grab the mods and join in and go from there. Happy Farms, you can't accept contracts. K-State has farm manager. He should be able to grab contracts. We're going to have to get a pickup truck and go fix all of this other part that I messed up so poorly. I suppose I should hug the shoulder just a little bit more, though. the signs on the left side of the road should have clued me in. I honestly would love a 4X version of like Elm Creek or even Silver Run. Kelmston 4X would be nice. There are actually, I think, a 4X version of Elm Creek. Hey, it's Polycount Taz. How you doing, man? GPS is your friend for auto drive courses in a straight line? Yeah, Legendary, we just tried that probably right before you joined. And that road was going at a non-standard angle. If you look here at the map, it's actually not a straight road. Well, it's a straight road, but it's not a east-west road. And this map, because of its size, most likely doesn't have sufficient angles on multi-terrain angle for GPS to align to. So it's been a caused some issues. Couldn't get GPS going for me. I have a question about the tractor I'm driving. It was on sale, guys. It was on the used equipment list and cost 48% of the price, I believe. Jeff, let me get you, hang on. Yeah, we'll lease equipment that, the faster the better. Let me jump over here to the farm menu. Jeff, you are also a farm manager now. Oh, hey, what's that? What is all... Why is there a shop point in the middle of the map over here? I don't understand. That line wasn't very straight. We're gonna make a new one. Okay. So these are my past crimes from the other live stream, I suspect. So... if I hold my mouse over one and hit... can I hit delete or something? I don't know. How do I delete it? I wish I could remember. Left Alt delete node. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I need to get rid of whatever that is. There we go. Oh, and these are all the ones that are on the wrong side of the road, too. Well, we'll fix them later. It's all good. Everything's on the wrong side of the road. We'll have to buy a pickup truck to do that. It's gonna be crazy. Crazy chaos. It's all good. Dan Stafford, 16x map. Now we're getting into real-life farming territory. Exactly. These fields are, you know, 500 acres a pop, 300 acres a pop. Like, these are big fields. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. And we're going to just... I'm just going to park this in here. I don't know what we're using it for, but... we're getting a Fendt 1050, probably to use that to run equipment back and forth at some point. That's a nice, speedy vehicle. And I think we got a harvesting contract now. So let's go look at the contract list. Let's see which one would, if we picked one up yet. I don't see that we picked one up. So let's take a look. Maybe we'll pick a... well, maybe we'll pick one that's close to the the shop area. So the shop area is down here. Is there anything between these fields? I'm gonna try and remember these fields for a second. I feel like 15 was right there. Yeah, 15's right next to the shop. Let's just pick up that one. That way we don't have to drive real far. This is any kind of fertilizer except contract. We now have a $500,000 fertilization contract. That will be the goal today. Why does the UK and Australia drive on the wrong side of the road? Good question. Big Mac, what happened to the Australian map? This is the Australian map. That is what we're doing. We're getting this thing all loaded up, apparently. What are my permissions on here? Pretty much part of the farm or a farm manager. Good to know. So we've got a nice case here. We're going to have to balance this out. We've got too much red on this server. So let's see about getting us a nice 4940. I don't know. I'm trying to think what you would use if you were, like if you were spreading dry, you would probably use the fatter tires. But if you were going to come into the crop later on and spray with it, you'd probably use the narrow tires. Spray Star. GPS. Juk, juk, juk. Everyone's going to be... Oh, wait, I'm way behind on the chat. There we go. Tia, foot disabled. I'm an Aussie and still wonder this. Hey, Colin, welcome to the stream. Appreciate the kind words. All right, we're going to lease this thing. Because we do have the lease to own mod on here. And then, was that a dry box that he put on? All right, I'm going to get the dry box for this thing as well. That's going to be under here. We'll keep the pewter, I think. Big tires are more appropriate for dry lands. That's what I was thinking, but like that makes sense when there's no crops on it. Would you still run the big tires on it if you were running through crops with something? Like if I was to switch to a sprayer. Okay. Oh, but there's no dry fertilizer points up here, so we have to go back to the farm anyway. Oh well. Bins. Will this thing take me back to the bins? Oh, it will. Look at that. I've got to get rid of whatever speed mod I have on here is the wrong one. I wanted vehicle speed sync. Alright, this won't take too long though, although I guess we should have taken a different contract if we were going to have to run all the way up to the farm anyway. Hang on, let's see if we have any good contracts by the farm. 3, 16, 17, and 18. 3? 3's by the farm. Alright, we're going to switch. We're going to do field 3 for the contract here. Well, we won't switch. We'll keep the contract. We can always get rid of it if we don't want to get to it eventually. Alright, there we go. We don't own any fields yet. We're getting contracts on a couple. So field 3, here we come. Carson McPherson, I got 34 mods. Is that the amount in the server? I don't actually know. I just downloaded them. Most of them are Mod Hub mods, but there's a few that aren't. If I log in here, it doesn't tell me exactly how many mods there are. Let me see. Oh, it looks like Jeff's out here fixing the course because I'm on the correct side of the road. Appreciate it, sir. I'm going to connect here just because I know we're going to get a few questions on it to the community server. I have 53 mods on the community server. Post-emerge crop use skinnies. Yeah, so because we're leasing these right now, I can't change the tires out on it, but once we buy it, once we decide we can start affording to actually buy off this equipment that we're leasing, we will be able to swap the tires back and forth. Just do all the applications before it gets past the first staged area. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll definitely switch. I actually like the fatter tires on this thing, to be honest. I'm just so used to playing row crop style farming that it gets stuck in my brain. Eric, yeah, this map is out, and we're hosting it on our public community server. Nathan, you play FS22 and watching? Nice. Tim, the mod hub needs a new 22 Hagi STS-12 sprayer. That'd be nice. Yeah, it's interesting to me that Hagi is owned by John Deere now, I think, but they still have kind of their own brand that they run with kind of on the side to John Deere's umbrella. Like, it feels like not a conflict of interest, but why have two brands that do the same thing kind of a thing. But I guess the Hagi does use a John Deere cab on it now. Is this the same one on console or different? This is definitely not on console. This is a 16x map. The download link should actually be in the description of the video here. So if you would like to download the map, I'm almost positive I put it in the video link in the description of the video, the link to his Facebook page. I like this inspector mod that shows what's going on here. I know I can adjust it and stuff as well and show different things on there so it doesn't take up so much room. I can move it around to different parts of the screen as well. But just conveniently, it sits right above my head. I mean, it's just spot on. I guess if I got rid of my map, it would get hidden a little bit, but I think it's convenient, especially for multiplayer. I work for an equipment dealership, and one of our brands is actually built by Mitsubishi, who builds 3 different brands, all identical except paint. Yeah, that's really common. I find that a lot of the branding in, especially the agricultural world, like different brands are owned by larger parent companies, so... Terry just spent 10 minutes loading in. Apologies if the server implodes. No, you blipped for like a half a second and didn't hardly notice, so shouldn't be a problem. That's the one big thing with Farm Sim 22 I'll say that I really like, is that it's not as unstable. Let us get filled up here. I think it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Solid fertilizer. Oh, we're gonna need to buy some more of this, I think. That's our biggest problem, is having the money for raw materials, is my guess. We will be able to take out some loans. We need to get to a point where we own our own piece of land pretty quickly, because that increases how much you can take out for loans, if I'm not mistaken. If we bought... Oh, this one... It's not that expensive. We could buy a piece of land, but we just don't have a lot of money yet. We own 22 for some reason. Huh. Do we? No, it says I need to buy it. Why is it green on this map? We definitely do not own 22. No idea. Strange things. Hey, Austin, what's up? All right, where did Happy go? He's out here finding the field. Isn't this field 3 right here? No. Okay. Out to the road. I don't think I'm gonna need auto drive to go up there. I do need my map to stay on, though. Is this not a road? Oh, this is a road. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no. We don't need no crash counters yet. Oh, but this isn't so much a road to the field as it is a set of woods behind our house. All right, turning around, back to the road. Carson, you have the mods, but you don't know what options are on and off. The server options, or your settings, shouldn't matter at all. You should be able to just hop on the server. All the settings are server side. Hey, it's the VRs in Minnesota. How you guys doing? Hopefully well. We are, getting our first crash counter of the night. But yeah, if you're looking for the server on the in-game mod hub, just filter by Keterk and, you know, make everything else like kind of wide open and it should show up. Eric, I think your i7 12th gen and 30 gigs of RAM would handle this map? It should. I was playing on something essentially of that speed before I upgraded. I forgot this thing gets a little tippy. All right, I need to figure out actually how to move this inspector mod to a different spot on the screen now that I'm seeing that it overlaps with chat in an annoying way. I'm on the wrong side of the road. Why is Happy coming back already? Did you spread already? No, you've got 1,000 or 100%. 1,000%. I can read. Dylan, how you doing? A little late. Sure, you mentioned that the mods, what mods are needed on Discord. Yeah, so the link is in the community multiplayer chat server. It's pinned. I am going to move this other one down into the archive area so that people don't accidentally see that in the members group. And I'm gonna figure out what I just did with my chat window. Hang on. Chat window, come back, please. There we go. Chat window's back. Where am I? I'm like terrified I'm about to miss the field because I can't tell which of these is me. Is this me? No, that's me. Oh, wow. This is a ways out there. Field 3 is a giant potato field? Yeah, I don't think we're going to do that. I just did FS game update and all your mods are gone, so you're losing it. Yeah, I've been... the last update for Farm Sim has been causing me some grief as well, so... I don't know what the deal is. We've got 2 case spreaders out here and 1 John Deere. I bet the case spreaders don't tip over every time you take a corner, though. Oh, we got a smidgen of lag there. I'm going to use the opportunity to Alt-Tab and click on a different channel here. All my windows are slightly out of sorts. I've been working on changing my streaming setup around a little bit. I was hoping to. I didn't make it. I've got all the cables now for my new driving setup over here. I've got a full race setup, which I don't play racing games is the funny part, but we are going to be moving the streaming portion at least over to that soon so that I can use the steering wheel and the joysticks and everything. and still use my actual computer for all the things I need to do during the day-to-day. And so we're almost there, but as a result, all the setting up I've been doing, I've been moving things around, and part of my streaming setup is just getting a little out of sorts. When devices get unplugged and plugged back in, weird things happen. My road just ran out. How do you get up here? What is the right way to get up here? I think we're just going to cut across field 7 next time. This has been a long way around, and it seems like we're entering the realm of ridiculousness for getting into this field. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just cut through the field. Yeah, I wish we had, because that other field was actually empty. Alright, we're gonna sneak around here. Official entrance to field 3 is to the east of field 7, so off-road is the best way. Got it. It's east of field 7. Oh, really? Yeah, we're gonna need like spotters on this map to figure out where to go. I guess I should get a pickup truck so we can drive out to places and figure it out. How am I gonna get over there? I hope there's not a train. There's gonna be a train the second I get onto these train tracks, and I'm gonna lose my mind when my vehicle goes flying. That tree's rather close to the tracks. We're gonna come out here and fertilize, is that a cotton field? Do they even grow cotton in Australia? They might. It's a warm climate. Okay. Now, I need to remember the key. How do I get GPS? Control S. Are there any saved courses? There are not yet. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... Oh, I'm not even sure I'm using the same... I don't know if my working width is the same as theirs. We probably should have stuck to all of the same kind of equipment here. Alas, not something I thought about. I'm really hoping that GPS is going to work a little bit better for me here. We're just going to start going this way and see how it goes. This field is ginormous. I'm trying to see how close to the edge I am. I keep turning off my mini-map when I go big. Alright. Why won't GPS GPS, why aren't you working? I would like to start setting my AB line, but I did, okay. I'm just not seeing the A under the cotton, I'm pretty sure. I've never had this much trouble getting a GPS track created. Oh my goodness. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Whoa. Wow, that is quite the angle to be on compared to what I was just on. There has got to be a better way. Well, I guess we're going to have to... I don't know what to do here. This is very confusing. I guess we're just going to have to create a GPS course that goes with the direction of the field lines and do this thing at like a weird angle. I'm just going to go up here a little bit more, I guess. I don't know. I'm very confused. We'll finish taking off that headland. Yeah, I think GPS has to lock on to the angles that are available with the multi-angle on the field, is my understanding of how it works. So, oh, Kaiser, we are not doing it solo. We've got 2 other people out here spreading dry fertilizer with us. So what I'm gonna do is, as I get up here to the corner, we're gonna just turn into the row, and I'm gonna set up a GPS track that goes on the angles, and we're just gonna do this like this. That didn't work. I don't know why all of a sudden my, I think it's my Stream Deck buttons are no longer hooked up to the same thing. That's alright. I'm gonna turn into this, and let's see what direction I'm facing. Oh, it did. Did it update? Maybe this thing just turns that slow. Oh my goodness. I think it just turns that slow. No, it's on a really weird path. Why is that? Inquiring minds want to know. Well, I don't have time to fix the fact that my Stream Deck buttons no longer work with GPS. This is what one of the few things I hate about Farm Sim sometimes is that at seemingly random, all of my keyboard configurations and stuff just get reset, and my links to all my peripherals get reset, and I just have to figure out how to redo it all. Whatevs. Do I have snap terrain angle turned off in GPS? That's a good question. I've never had to monkey with it in the past. I suppose that's a crash counter. I do not have snap terrain angle turned off. That might help. Okay. Oh, come on. There you go. Thank you for the recommendation there, Dan. I had completely forgotten about that setting. I still need to use this stupid screen, though. So let me get going here. I guess I don't need to, I'm not putting any product down because I'm doing it this way. Okay. Set A. Set B. Hit GPS. There we go. Thank you very much. We are back on track now. No, 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 no. Okay, we saved that one. I can list 5 different laws being broken right now, but you're tired. There's no laws being broken. We're in the middle of a field. We can do whatever we want. Been watching a ton of FS streams last couple days, playing some catch up. Am I remembering correctly that you said you started smoking meat? I did say that. We are, I've joined the meat smoking club. Been doing all kinds of stuff. Ribs, pulled pork, I don't know, all kinds of meats. It's been really good. Can you widen the wheel track to 4 meters to minimize the tipping? I believe I can, actually. Is that this one? There we go. Let's do that. That should help. Thank you. Can you spread the tires out? Yeah. That's the that's one of the tricks here, especially with the big box on here like this. If you haven't tried it yet, try some salt cured country ham and some pork sausage. Nice. I will give that a shot. I've been working my way through different kinds of meats. All right, so while we're doing this, I said I wanted to adjust this inspector mod thing. And it doesn't look like I can change the position in app. I'd have to go out and change it and then reload it, maybe? Control Alt Keyboard 9. I mean, I guess I can just turn it off for now. There we go. But I want it on. Oh well, we'll just deal with it being a little wonky. I might not be able to read chat as easily until we get that sorted out. And if I turn on Alt-L, can I even see my GPS lines? I cannot. The crop is too bushy. Just look in main settings menu to change the position. Oh, really? Simple inspector. Oh, there it is. Display mode. Let's go top left. Under help? Ooh, I don't like under help. Can I do... let's try that. I'm going to save the map too. This is going to cause a minute of lag. We haven't saved since we set everything up. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that real quick. Top left is a horrible position for that. So let's do top right. Oh man, saving is going to take a minute on this map. We'll have to think about what our autosave settings are on for sure. Oh, that helps with the turning drastically. I'm turning way too tight now. Nice. I like it. We're all dialed in. Hey, Living Country, doing good? How you doing? Much appreciated, Raymond, on the simple inspector settings. I didn't realize it was in the main menu settings there. That saved me from alt-tabbing out to go look for it. I'm curious how Derry's frame rates are doing on this map. I know he doesn't have the fastest computer, so he's always my bar for how poor performing computers work on different maps and mods. Today is Thursday, right? So tomorrow is the big Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. We've got a busy weekend planned ourselves, but I have some exciting news for those of you that are on the stream here. We are going to be putting out a video on the new or upcoming UMRV map, the 4X UMRV by DJ Modding. He sent me a early access copy actually last night, and then said that he was going to send an updated copy tonight, which he did. And so we would have streamed on that if I'd known exactly when it was coming, but instead I decided to get the multiplayer server up and running, and we'll be putting out a tour video on UMRV tomorrow, and then that's going to be the map that replaces our Farmville series. So I've got 2 episodes, I think, 2 to 3 episodes of Farmville left to crank out over the next few days. And next week we will be starting on UMRV and getting into some large-scale modern farming for a series as we ramp things up on that map. So I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know if we're going to keep doing pigs or if we might switch over and try some dairy farming out, because there's some really nice-looking dairy farms on UMRV, but we might still do pigs. I don't know. I have yet to decide. You've been running in single player with 14 plus course play and 8 plus AD helpers. Oh, nice. I'm surprised you're getting that good of frame rates, to be honest, because course play and auto drive really take a toll on things in Farm Sim. You know, I'm turning way too wide here. I'm gonna cut back over a little bit. I think I saw ArgZ was running a mod. There's a contract helper mod that shows your active contracts and their percent complete up to the left of the clock area. I think I want to get my hands on that at some point here. That would be cool. And these little slowdowns like this, I think that's the server saving in the background. Typically my servers save every 5 minutes, I don't know, we might set this one on 15 minutes just because of its size. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. Kaiser, why not do sheep for once? I did actually, that's how I closed out FS19. I did a sheep on what was that, Old Valley Farm or something, the small ones. So we might go back and do some sheep. I haven't done sheep in 22 yet, I don't think. Not in a big way, at least. Yeah, funny enough, Dan, I never played UMRV in 17 or 19. Somehow, I think we did a live stream on it once as a harvest contract, but I've never actually played the map. So I'm excited to jump in there and get in there and play that map. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, the squads roleplay series on it was pretty good. Yeah, I was talking to him last night, actually. I was talking to Grant on American farming stuff, but I brought up that I was late to the meeting because I was looking at the new UMRV map, and he is super excited. So I would not be surprised if his series doesn't evolve into going back to UMRV here soon. I think him and Buck have been doing an 80s series lately, so I'll be curious to see if he picks that up as his next map when they, have the next jump in time on the series. We'll see. You personally hate cows. It's a pain to set up your saves with the stuff you need to keep them fed. Yeah, that's the big part of it, is that they take a lot of inputs. That's why I liked the hog feed mill that we have on the Farmville series. Is it just takes corn. You just pump corn into it and you can feed them. Now I can't keep them fed because we have so much of it, but in theory it's a little bit easier. Any updates on American farming other than it's still in progress and looking good? Not really. We've been cranking on stuff. I'm working on it every day. We're making good progress. Things are looking good. We've got several new brands in the game, which is always exciting. So stay tuned to the American Farming social media pages for some updates, but nothing to share at this point in time. Lots of testing, lots of fine-tuning. 38% of my fertilizer gone, so at least the fertilizer is lasting me longer than I expected. I feel like I just did lime in our Edgewater Sask series, and I had to go and get lime like 4 times for one field. No release dates, Trio. I'm trying to find the contract window here. I just want to go look at the Field 3 contract, turn on details, and we're at 23%. Normally there's an estimated field percent done here, but not so much. Estimated time it's going to take is 6 hours. So our profit per minute is $744. That's an interesting metric. The materials are going to cost us $154,000. Nice. But we're making good progress. We're at almost a quarter of the field done so far. Dylan, will American Farming have helpers or all player controlled? That's something we're looking into. We would love to have a AI driver component. It is a mobile game, so there's a lot of limitations to combination of how smart the AI is going to be able to be and how performant that'll be. So we're looking into it, though. But I can't confirm one way or another if that's a feature that's going to make it into the initial release build. But it's definitely on the table. You've never noticed the contract details before? Yeah, that's a mod, I believe, that I've got installed. I think the Better Contracts mod is providing that information. Oh, this is so much better with the tires out, so thank you for the couple of people that suggested this earlier. Can't be worse than FS19's AI? I don't know about that. It could be. We'll see. It's funny, as I've been building my own farming game, it's a lot of the things that I would complain about with Farm Sim over the years, I suddenly at least understand why it's the way it is. It's like, oh, that's why, they did it that way. I totally understand now. I don't know how I'm going to do that better, but we're going to try. I am looking for my chat window. Somehow my chat window randomly minimized itself. I apologize for the game sound disappearing here. There it is. Perfect. Mr. Bedland, how's it doing? How's it doing? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, mister. Trey, you're just going to be happy to have American-style tractors in a mobile game? Exactly. I'm excited because we keep getting real brands in the game, so I can't wait to see where we end up by release. It's been a lot of fun getting to work with these different manufacturers. You have a problem with the grain disappearing in the new Parker Gravity wagons on console. That's unfortunate. The violin lessons went well. Nice. Stream is going good. We finally got everything set up on the map here. And we're going to town on this contract. How big is this field? That's one thing I didn't actually check. I should check that before I turn around here. This field is legit 600 acres. Wow. Or, well, the land area is 597 if you round up. That's pretty cool. Am I on 7 or... Where'd my fertilizer map go? There we go. That's how I know if I've lined up on the right GPS track, because I didn't look at it beforehand. FS20 is alright, but a dialed up 1206 is going to be pretty sick. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I think the biggest piece of feedback that we got when I was at the Farm Progress show, out of all the things we put in the game, was the older equipment. People really liked seeing a lot of that old school equipment in the game, so that should be fun. The Wild John Deere and the Case IH working together, yeah. I love how he just kind of slowed down and waited for me to go by, because he knew otherwise I'd probably crash into him. Jason Rowe, 600 odd acres, sounds like a normal sized paddock. Yeah, that's what I like about this map, is that for once we're actually farming like realistic sized fields. So it should be fun. Actually, I mean, when I lived in Minnesota, we were a small farm. We only had 800 acres total. So most of our fields were between 50 and 120 acres. So, well, that's pretty cool. To see fields that are this large, I think it's going to keep people on the community server busy here, especially since we haven't given them any money outside of the starting money. So there's going to be a lot of doing contracts with this leased equipment until we can afford to buy it. And then hopefully buying our own fields and working up to more and more money here. Yeah, K-State remembers me playing multiplayer, exactly. Nobody does sugarcane or poplars. Well, so we were talking to Argsy a little bit earlier, and he's running this same server for his community, and his goal is to get them to max out the storage at, I forget how many millions of liters, I think it's 10 million liters, for all of the core crops that can be stored in the bin site. And so I think that's an excellent challenge. I would love to see if we can do some kind of a friendly competition with Argsy's community. Oh, I ran out just as I got to the end row there too. But yeah, it'd be nice to do like a friendly competition against Argsy's community server and see if we can fill up our bins first. So that's the fun. That's going to be the fun. 10 million liters of every crop. How does the lease to own mod work? Ah, great question. So my understanding of it is pretty straightforward. If I lease this piece of equipment, I'm going to be paying on it over a number of days. And any money that I pay onto this piece of equipment, I can purchase it then for whatever that lease cost was, or whatever the purchase price is minus the lease cost. So all that money I'm putting into leasing it, I'm putting down against the price of the lease, or at least most of it. Yeah, that would be the fun part, right? To continue to add up all of the materials into the bins and then have like the last stream be trying to sell it all as fast as you can. Billy, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Australia. I am having a blast here so far, although I have to be reminded on a regular basis to drive on the left side of the road. K-State, tell ArcZ challenge accepted. There you go. I'm going to be talking to him tomorrow during the day, and we're going to get the rules hammered out to make sure that we've got our servers set up in a similar way. And we're going to go for it. It's going to be fun. And that'll give me something I can jump on here and stream. If I can stick to, I want to stick to 2 streams a week if I can. So if I can keep up with that, I might make one stream a week always on the community server here. Yeah, the new Carl Farms trailers would be nice. I haven't heard from Carl Farms in a while. I wonder how he's doing. It's a little late, but we dairy farm and beef farm with about 2,100 acres in South PA. Nice. Ought to grab those Aussie side trailers and make road trains for the challenge. That would be cool. We've got those Demco side trailers, but some nice road trains. That would be good. Where am I? Where's our... Oh, I put it over there. I'm like lost on my own farm. Uh-oh. Voice is getting froggy. I'm not drinking enough water. I guess I really don't need the GPS lines here because, quite frankly, I can't see them when I'm in the field anyway. And it looks like we might be out of dry fertilizer. We're not out. I must just not be in the right position. I must need to get a little closer. These wide tires are throwing me off. That's probably it. Let's see. There we go. Serious Farms is finishing up a new Aussie Kenworth. That'll be nice. You're trying to save corn harvest for those trailers? That'd be cool. The person squatting is somebody that's floating with the Easy Dev Tools mod on. I know we've got a couple of people with farm manager permissions so that they can kind of fly around and help us figure things out. I can see Jeff still out there in his Fent 1050 probably making GPS lines. Or not GPS, but auto drive courses. Fixing all of the chaos that I created earlier. Uh-oh, we're holding up the line at the fertilizer shop here. Let's go. Now this time we're going to learn from our past mistake and cut across this empty field. We're not taking the long way around. But I do need to figure out how to get back to where I was before. Need another person with an auger wagon. I do have the auger wagon set up where you can do fertilizers and lime and stuff in it. We could buy... This is what we need to buy. We need to buy this big thing. That holds 43 cubic meters. Ooh, we've got the Walkabout brand. I didn't see these when I did my other stream. That would be cool. Yeah, we need to get this thing going. How does that compare to mine? 43 cubic meters versus... How big is my fertilizer spreader? It doesn't say, it's not in the same unit of measure. Oh, there's the map saving. Yeah, that's the thing we need next. Get a semi on here and the big tender there with fertilizer. Yeah, Derry, let me buy that or lease it. Buy/lease it. Let me look at it again. How much is that? Oh, that's expensive. But we're gonna need this like forever. We'll lease it. And then I'm going to need a semi. What semis did I put on here? I didn't put a lot of trucks on here. I don't think I'm gonna do the TLX right now because there's more options on that than I can count. So I'm gonna get the old Mac because this is my favorite. I guess I can't run the American flag on it if we're in Canada, or Australia, right? I don't need GPS on a truck. Okay, oh, my goodness. You are all set, Derry. I've got you a semi with a big tender, and we should be able to run that to get out here and not need to run back to the farm as much. Hey, Kesa H, how you doing, man? For Australian authenticity, the Kenworth K200 and those trailers would make good road trains. That's good to know. All right, I gotta find my track up here somewhere. It's a good thing we're not actually farming this field. I'd be running over so many crops. Have a good one, Zane. There we go. Got Derry in a Mack truck. I love that I can see who's driving what. This little mod, it's kind of, I don't want to say, like, it has a lot of information, so I know why they chose to have different colors. It's just very distracting looking. I suppose I could turn it on and off, but I actually, for live streams and stuff, I feel like, you know, if I was watching a stream, I would want to be able to see that just to have an idea of what else is going on the map, per se. So, it's a cool mod. Looks like they took Western Australia off again on the PS4. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Derry, a good quality of life mod. That's a good way to put it. Let's see. I wanted to check and see how far done. We're gonna get that contract mod on here that tells me what percent we are on the contract. 44%. Oh my goodness, we've been going for a while here. Yeah, left alt and numpad 9. Yeah, I can turn it off. Yep. I just like having it on, I think, during the stream. I think it's good. It's I'm excited. I actually have multiple episodes in various states of the recording and editing process now. I've found the free time in my mornings right when I'm getting up and getting the kid on the bus to start recording every day for an hour, and it's really paying off. So we're going to be cranking out that more or less daily content here, I think, at least for the next couple of weeks. I feel like I'm ahead enough to commit to being able to do it for the next 2 weeks and see if we can keep up the pace. And then in addition to that, for those that don't know, I do have a second YouTube channel now, Ketrick Builds, where I'm playing various survival style games. Right now we're playing Icarus, which has been fun, so I've got a few episodes out on that. Should have another one out tomorrow as well, and see how that goes. Gotta mix it up a little bit, have something to cleanse the palate in between Farm Sim episodes. And yeah, I've got the next Silver Run episode is already recorded and should come out on Sunday is our roleplay day. So that should come out on Sunday, and it's a very different episode. We had a ton of fun recording that episode. I can't wait for that one to come out because it's also the segue into where we're going to take the entire series. We're going to be mixing it up and doing something different, but the staff team is still committed to being involved in that. So I'm excited to see what people think of the next episode, but more importantly, the episode that's going to come after that will be even more fun, I think. And so tomorrow will be probably, I'm going to get my schedule that I want to do is Edgewater on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then, you know, Farmville or it'll be URMV soon on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then Saturdays is going to be kind of a floater day, and Sundays is going to be the roleplay series. But tomorrow I will probably supersede my normal or my mentally planned schedule, since it's not really the normal schedule yet, and put out the map tour video on the new UMRV map. Mostly just because I got it tonight. I got the updated version of that, so I want to get that out there and in front of people ASAP. Because that map looks cool. Man, this map is so huge. You can see my tire tracks all the way off there into the distance, which is kind of cool. One of the things I liked most about the UMRV map when I was looking at it last night is the fact that it has like all the real world businesses in it, you know, and DJ Modding does that in most of his maps now, right? So you've got your McDonald's, you've got your, I don't even know, you know, real brands that you would see in a Midwest American town. And I don't know, that kind of stuff, I just love it when that's in the map. I know Nitro Dad tends to do stuff like that in a lot of his maps too. Old man Jeb, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Austin, I don't know. I know BC Bueller was working on the pickup heads. I don't know when they're coming out. Yeah, Tim Hortons. A little bit more common up in Canada, but you see them around here as well. Old man Jeb, we're going for a while. It's only 10:20, so we're going to be going for a bit here. I don't know if we're going to finish this field or not. Probably will. We're at 51% with 3 of us going non-stop out here. It looks like Derry's got his Mack truck with the fertilizer all loaded up, and he's going to be bringing that out to the field here soon. Looks like he's got maybe enough to top off 1 spreader, so he's going to be busy going back and forth. Dylan says the pickup heads as of right now are only going to work with Edgewater. Yeah, until some other map releases the update. I don't think that it really matters. Like, when Edgewater releases, he'll probably release the pickup headers because you can't really use swathing without it. But then you won't be able to use those on other maps until somebody actually updates their maps to do swathing, which I was talking to BC Bueller about, and it sounded to me like, and I don't want to commit on his behalf, but it sounded like he was talking about putting together a tutorial video and showing people how to do that to their own maps. So that, I thought that was really cool. I love when the farm sim community kind of gets together and shares their knowledge so that you can take advantage of that. So I'll be really curious to see how that pans out. And yeah, K-State's waiting on Edgewater. Edgewater's a really cool map. I've been loving that map. In fact, I recorded an episode of Edgewater this morning, which will come out on Saturday. So consoles probably won't get the heads. Well, consoles got the swathers, so I think they'll release the heads as long as there's a map on the mod hub that supports it. And Edgewater Sask is going to be a console capable map, and so I am pretty sure he's trying to get the pickup heads released on the mod hub as well. I think if they can't release them on their own, that they were talking about maybe including them in the map, I heard at one point. I can't recall for sure. Hey, Jolly, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. But yeah, I know the plan is to get the heads on the pickup heads, the swather, and the swath mechanics on Edgewater all pushed out to consoles. Everything BC done has been all platforms. Yeah, exactly. And that's been exciting to see so many modders put the time and energy into making console mods lately, because it's not easy. It takes a lot more work for modders to get something to console standards. It'd be so much easier for them to just make it and put it out on their website or release it for PC only, but so many modders have been putting in the effort, and that's just awesome. I got lost here. I was talking. We went a bit too far. So pretty much all swathing I've done on Frankenmuth console is for nothing today. The swathing right now, the swathing mechanics are all just mowing. You know, it only works as a mower right now. The truck needs to fill each hopper individual, a little difficult when there's no easily defined fill trigger. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's got more capacity now, though. I see that Dairy's got it up to 43,000 liters, which is at least 2 spreaders getting filled up. So hopefully he gets out here soon, and people can start getting topped off before they run out of fertilizer. Looks like everybody's going to kind of come to a head here near-ish the same time. Happy Farms is at 5,000 though. He's going to need the refill first. Dairy's on the way. You've done like 9 fields laying rows down to use the pickup head. Oh, well, I don't know if the pickup head's going to be designed for grass or not. Kind of interested. I don't know how that's going to work. I've only ever tried it on the crop side of things. Man, I can't believe how big this field is. 62%. I mean, we've had 3 people going non-stop out here. Now we've got Dairy coming to refill us. So essentially 4 people working full-time to keep going on this field for 2 hours. Or, well, I guess we're only at about an hour and a half. Still, I love it. I'm curious if anybody's trying to tackle this map in solo play. I can't imagine, even with course play, it would just be insane to try and tackle all of this in real time. This map does perform amazing, though. I mean, there's not much to it, but it's not flat terrain. We've got rolling hills. We do have trees. And I'm rocking 60 FPS. I know my computer's a little bit different, but using slurry or manure out here, that might be a bit much. You could have a machine going like non-stop and never get through it. But never underestimate Courseplay in a good auto drive network. I mean, Courseplay would rocket a map like this. The fields are so basic that it wouldn't be a problem. For it to do it, you'd have to worry more about running out of fuel and things like that, I think. Brian, you're doing this one on yourself using a ton of Courseplay. See, I would love to try and tackle something like that, but I feel like it would just make for a very boring YouTube video. Like, I would have to let Courseplay run for so long to get anything accomplished, and I kind of need to use my computer when I'm not recording videos, so it just wouldn't work out for me. But it is a fascinating challenge, that's for sure. That's why I'm like really excited to open this up to the community and just like, as a team, how far can we get? How much can we do? It would be awesome. I see our semi truck coming up the east side over here. We do have a AD point on the map now, at least. So Jeff's out here getting us all hooked up with the destinations and such. Every time I save, it looks like the fertilizer map goes away for a second. It has to like reload. That's interesting. I have a little red notification mark in Discord right now that's driving me nuts. Somebody pinged me with a question. There we go. Alt tabbing all over the place. Of course, play with like 6 X9s and the big honeybees and chaser wagons, and you just drive a semi the whole time. Yeah, I would just let auto drive do all the semi driving. I just cannot stand being the grain truck driver. I guess I did too much of that in real life, running the semi back and forth from the field. I'd much rather drive the grain cart. Buy a cheap pre-built PC and just let it run 24/7. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's a dedicated server. I would set it up on a dedicated server so that it could just run all the time, but I think I'd have to leave something logged in. Oops. Yeah, we're 70-something% done now. We're getting there, folks. I think we will finish this field in the live stream, which is exciting. Call it crypto farming. Gonna join one of these days with us. Well, so Brian, this server is open to the whole community. You just have to be on the Discord server to get the login information. So I run several servers for channel members. Those, you have to be a member of the channel by clicking the join button. This one's going to be open to anybody who wants to play on it. We're going to have various equipment leased. We're going to post some rules for the server here in the next day or so, so that there's not pure chaos. But I installed the work plan mod so that we can add entries and say what needs to be done to kind of help organize people as we're playing on the server. And the goal on the server here, I've got to talk to Argsy about how they're doing it, but all I did when I started the server was I bought the road part so that we could build on the farm. And so I gave the farm that money for free. And other than that, we are starting with the $1.5 million. This is a 16 slot server, so we can get as many people on here at once as we can. I would love to see us actually get up to 16 people on the server at some point. And I have tried to keep the mods reasonable. We're at, I think, around 2.5 gigs for mods, which 700 and something of that is the map. And 90% of the mods are all Mod Hub mods, so that makes it a little bit easier to manage. I think I'm gonna go find the trailer. It's supposed to be in the southeast corner here. That's way over here. There it is. And so that's the goal is, you know, we've got the lease to own mod on here so that as we lease this equipment, eventually we'll make enough money and justify buying it. And then on top of that, we're just going to do contracts until we can afford to own the land. And the goal is to get 10 million liters of all the standard crops in the giant bin system on the main farm. And so, pretty simple goal. Going to take some time and some grinding. And we're going to challenge Argsy's community to see who can get there first. So I just need to make sure we're running the server on the same settings as far as, like, are we doing multiple days in a month or just single months and letting it crank by? We've got seasons disabled, so it probably doesn't really matter. I just would like it to line up from a time perspective. And yeah, that's going to be fun. I like the idea of doing cross-server, cross-community challenges. I love the idea of getting a lot of people involved in multiplayer. And so that's been fun. All right, let's see. Oops, is somebody in the truck? fill me up. Oh, he's filling me up. I was just too impatient. This is so much better than driving all the way back up to the farm. And it's actually pretty fast too. How much has he got? He's still got almost 10,000 liters in there. Man, that semi is gold. I need to go figure out where my track was now. I mean, I could just jump in anywhere here, I suppose. We were all working in different directions here, so we're slowly kind of filling up as we get into the back part. Oh man, K-State, such a gentleman, tipping the driver. I just can't wrap my mind around how big this map is. I don't think I've ever driven across a field for this long and not gotten to the part that I was working on. Okay, the map needs to update here soon. Oh, we got all out of whack. Come on, where's my mini-map? Okay, I'm just gonna jump over here. Whoever's doing the, what is that, east-west? Yeah, that east-west part will clean up the little bits that I missed there. How many farms are there in Howdy? So, Awesome Fan, this is going to be one shared community farm, everybody working together. On my other servers, I generally, each person has their own farm manager slot and they're running their own farms on it. Some people are kind of collabing and working together. We're running Huron, which is also a 16x map, I think. And then we're running Chilliwack as the other server, which is a 4x. I think both of those have maybe one slot. Well, Huron's got a few slots open now. Some people moved over to Chilliwack, and Chilliwack's got at least one slot, I think, up for grabs, maybe two. But this server's open to anybody in the Kettering Farms community who wants to play on it. The information is all on the Discord server. We've already got a couple people with farm manager permissions on here now, and I'll be setting up some rules and some roles so that you can ping people if there's problems with the server. And as people play on it for extended periods of time, we may promote some of the community members up into farm manager slots so they can do things like take out contracts and lease equipment for players and stuff like that. We're just trying to keep that controlled to a degree so that there's not pure chaos. We don't want one player coming on and spending all the money. We want the farm managers to be coordinating and sticking to the plan. So you can definitely get on this server and play along with everybody. Or if you're interested in getting a farm manager slot on one of the other servers, you just need to be a channel member. Hook your YouTube and up to your Discord account, and you'll get permissions to join all the members-only channels on the Discord server. How much of FS22 runs on server compared to client? So I think the way they've done it is a lot of it runs on both. So a lot of the information for the field states and stuff is getting sent to the client. And so every time you connect to the map, you have to wait forever until the field information actually updates on your local PC. And so that part's a little bit annoying because it stores all that information up on the server. The good part is that things like saving and stuff like that, a lot of that all runs on the server, so it tends to run more consistently. And we shouldn't have any workers with no work on this server. We should have lots for people to do. I mean, this field is ginormous, so anybody that wants something, we've been just leasing new equipment and getting them going. We've got 3 farm managers on the map at this point, so we can definitely lease some more equipment. We've got plenty of money for leases. I'm kind of curious how many people are on the server. I haven't been paying too much attention. We've got Happy's been on here. We got W Stories on here too. Nice. But yeah, just what job and what equipment you want. We can also pick up some more contracts. We've got 2 fertilizer contracts going right now, though, so it felt like a good place to jump in. We could probably lease a second fertilizer spreader, or a second John Deere fertilizer spreader. We could probably get a 4th spreader on the farm, and then we would be able to keep going on stuff. And then at some point, I'd love to, maybe next week, maybe we'll lease all the harvesting equipment. We've got some really good harvesting equipment that's come out recently. I haven't gotten to play with it all, but I've got the 700 series on here. I got the X9 on here now. I've got Sid's new US style class mods on here, which I'd love to try out. And then for the red fans, we do have the 250 axial flow series. And I think somebody just leased something, so hopefully he's getting straightened out there. I know some of the individuals are on the multiplayer voice chat channel. I am not in there because I can't multitask well enough to be in a voice channel while I'm talking and streaming, so I'll get there someday where I can have other chatter going on in my ear. I feel like I'm distracted enough while I'm streaming. I can't keep enough things straight. Tech, you see delays when you're refreshing on single player for 4X fields. Yeah, that's a nice thing about the map being on the server, is that like when you sleep in advanced time, all of the updates that actually happen to the fields don't have to run on your PC. All of that happens on the server. You're just waiting to get the updates visually. And you can see it here, even like the mini-map chunks in. You're seeing the precision farming data will just kind of show up occasionally. I am actually fertilizing behind me. It just takes a while to update. But the server runs really good. I've had pretty consistent 20-ish millisecond latency to the server, which for such a big server with a lot of equipment on it, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Or not, I guess we don't have a lot of equipment, but we're getting there. We have some pretty big mods on the server, I would say. Some highly detailed mods, and we're just now hitting 90% on the contract. Very nice. Are you actually running precision farming on this map? I am actually running precision farming on this map. I much prefer how precision farming handles weeds and fertilizer mechanics over base game. So far it seems to be working fine. I have not, though, done like an uncover all on the map, because I find that those commands don't work so well. So what I've done is put the scanning mod on the tractor, so when we plant, it should do the precision farming map when we're actually doing that. But turn lime required off. Ooh, that's a good one. I will check. We haven't bought any fields. We can't afford them yet. I'll check with Argsy and make sure that they're going to turn lime off as well, because lime would not be fun on a map this size. I agree. There are limits to what I want to do. I'm not too worried about fieldstone because I do have a giant roller on here, but I don't expect us to be doing much tillage. I think we're just going to be doing direct drill crops over and over again for the most part. We might get into doing I guess we'll have to do some corn and things like that at some point if we want to fill the bins up with everything that can go into them. But I expect we'll focus mostly on the other crops first. that are easier. I think I put the DB120 on here though, just in case we get to doing bigger crops. And I'll update mods on the server, you know, maybe once a week. Yeah, we do have a big DB120 on here if we ever do decide to plant some corn. Get a DJ Goham modded spreader with a 1 billion liter capacity. Yeah, I don't like doing stuff like that. I'm okay with some quality of life changes, but I don't really want to have super unrealistic equipment and that. I mean, yeah, we could be doing fast farming, I think they call it, where you go twice as fast. That's not fun. Uh-oh. There we go. Man, we are so close to done. I can see the case spreader kind of closing in on the same path that I've got going here. We're not quite on the same angle because neither of us saved our GPS courses, so we're all just kind of winging it right now, which is fine. But he's going to be coming down the same path that I'm going up, I think. Enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing Kedrick spread fertilizer endlessly. Yeah, this is a nice relaxing stream though. It gives me a chance to actually interact with chat. Hey, Epic, how you doing, man? We'll be putting a video out on UMRV here tomorrow on the channel, and I will be putting out episodes, a new series on that map starting sometime next week. Been working with DJ Modding on that. He just sent me over the most recent copy this evening. So did we finish this contract and I was just asleep at the wheel? No, we've got 5% left. Where do we have 5% not fertilized? Looks like I left a strip on the far side of this field and somebody else left a strip on the other end. So I'm going to go up to the very north and then I'm going to head west and clean up these two strips. The headland and the west side. Somebody else needs to take care of the east side of this field. Here we go. Fast farming is only good when the in-game go unrealistically slow. Yeah, so for sprayers, I usually mod all my sprayers to go 18 miles an hour. Yeah, that's the good old soundboard.
What the heck is that thing?
Got to keep our millennial farmer sounds. For some reason, that's one thing that has made it through like 3 computers now is my millennial farmer soundboard. I've reset up so many other things from scratch, but that one has survived 3 new computers. Need rocket engines on these spreaders? I know. Got a big chunk in the corner here that I missed apparently too. Trying to knock out a few of these big pieces real quick. Contract done. Woot! Alright, well, let's take a look here. That's gonna be $420,000. Collect. Oh, did collecting that just crash the game? No, it did lag for a good chunk there. Look at all that money. That covers that tractor that I bought that we haven't used yet because it was on sale. Awesome. You're in Southwest US and spraying that fast here would break the suspension off. That's true. Depends on your areas for sure. All right, let's see. I gotta go this way to get back to the farm. Oh, there's fertilizer in the corner. Yeah, we should just fill up. We do have the contract on 15 as well, so I guess we might as well relocate down there. It's a little easier now that we have multiple vehicles and we have a tender to drive it out here to us. That's why we don't see many Euro sprayers here. In the US, they test them. We can break them. Nice. Ba-bum. I just can't get over. I'm driving 32 miles an hour, and I'm just cranking through this field. We're just gonna fill up in line and then head on down to the next one. Oh, looks like I've got a weird like shader issue on that thing. The one in front wasn't flickering, but that one was. Weird. I've noticed DLSS has been acting a little weird on me lately. I've got to go tweak my graphics settings again, I think. I'm also curious if we've got an auto drive course now. I don't know where all it goes, but to the storage yard at least. That's nice. How large of booms do you guys run down there? Yeah, I'd love to know. Oh, so each hopper has to get emptied out individually into this. That's why it like fills up a little bit and then it stops and you have to put more in. I got it. I didn't think about that. That's a pain. I bet somebody's done an edit of this to make it all one hopper or two hoppers or something. That many hoppers seems like a excessive amount. I do like that you were able to top all of us off, though. The question is where are we going? Field 15, I know. I guess that's right next to the shop. So if this thing has a setting to go to the shop, I should be able to just drop on it. Can't reach the shop. Okay. Apparently we're still in flight on getting auto drive set up. That's alright. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. We're trucking now. Oh no. Dairy stopped. Passing lane. I shouldn't be faster than his semi-truck. I'm gonna win the race. I'm wondering how fast those cases are driving. It looks like they're going faster than me. Because I was a lot closer to them a few minutes ago. Three-pointer towed average is 25 to 40. Self-propelled 45, maybe 60. Oh yeah, there's a lot of trees. 33 miles an hour. Yeah, I'm sitting here cruising at 32. Oh, I guess I can just look up there and see the speed. Nice. So they are a whole mile an hour faster than me. At some point here, I'm going to be able to get back on the path that we had that would take me to the store, I feel like. I gotta stop turning this map off. I like when it's big when I want to look at where I'm going. Alright, let's try this again. Shop. Drive. There we go. Now we're cruising. Now we're cruising, folks. It's gonna take 7 minutes to drive back down there. Wow. I'm curious to look at the map here. I just want to verify. This is the shop. Yep. Wow. This map is huge. Very cool. I guess, technically, I can hop out of that while it's doing that, right? Yes. We're going to jump into flight mode here. I'm going to turn up the running multiplier. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. What did we do? Let's see if we can give him a hand. There we go. Shouldn't be hung up on anything now. But you've got only moments until auto drive comes by. Oh! Okay. 1 second. There we go. Problems averted. Well, not really averted. Problems have been recovered from. At least he slowed down for the other driver here. I guess that's too fast. Maybe 6x? There we go. I think Derry just wrapped himself around a tree. Hey Scott, how you doing? We are relocating our drivers here to the other field while checking in on Jeff here, who's been fixing all of our horrible auto drive courses. I expect he's making a nice straight course right down the main line now. I'm not in a vehicle, so I can't actually see what auto drive's doing. I'm still so proud of my purchase. 50% off, folks. 50% off. I don't know when or if we'll use it, but it's in the shed. It's the only piece of equipment the farm actually owns. Everything else has been a lease. Got this John Deere sandwiched in here between the two cases. Oh, they've got the nice big floaters on that one. That's what I wanted to do on mine. I should have done it. Should have put the floaters on. Oh. The question is, where is the actual driveway for Field 15? So we're going to fly down here and check it out real quick. Hopefully someone sets up an auto drive map to use. Yeah, we've got a really good auto drive course starting to fall into place here thanks to Jeff. Want to do something besides harvesting? That's the only videos you can find. Oh, you want to see something other than harvesting? Nice. But everybody loves harvest. Harvest is the best part. Okay, 15 is this field here. Oh, look, we've got a nice entrance right here on the way we're coming. That's going to be perfect. Let's get there. Just waiting for these guys to get down there. I love how you're stuck behind me. I go 1 mile an hour slower, so I can't get in. Oh, I gotta get out of flight mode to get into a vehicle the old-fashioned way. There we go. Yeah, this other case behind me, so impatient. I'm only going 1 mile an hour slower. One machine to plant / seed, then spray, then harvest. Gotta love the whole process, yeah. Going for the pass. I think traffic's turned off. You should be fine. I got my wide tires on so this thing doesn't tip over as we're driving down the road. I was like, oh, I should put them back to the narrow stance to get on the road. And like, no, I've tipped this thing over too many times this stream. Too many times. All right, this is our stop. Auto drive goes the way. I don't think I have the same working width as these guys. Let me check. Fertilizer spreaders. I have a 32. They have a 42. Oh, I bought the inferior implement. I had no idea. Well, no wonder they covered more ground than me. That's a third more almost. That's like 30%. Oh my goodness. We may have to swap this one out for the spraying or something. Let me check the difference in the sprayers. 40. 36. The case is just better all around. Oh, that's not fair. On a map like this, that little bit makes a huge difference. Our poor little John Deere spreader might get returned. Tanyan, there's a mod that allows you to get a reduced price on purchasing fields the more contracts you do. I'm tempted to install that on the server because I think that'd be kind of cool. You know, that we're going to do a bunch of contracts and then eventually we'll buy fields. And at that point, it will be for a reduced price. I think that would be a cool mod to install. I guess my tank does hold a little bit more, but when you're not doing lime, I don't feel like it really matters that much. All you red fans, we'll get the green combines. That'll be the trade-off. I'm going to take a headland pass off here while they do the real work since they've got so much better of a spreading width than I do. Saves time cross-country driving to refill. Oh, for sure. Although we've got the semi to do that for us now, but I guess even just across the field here, it does take some time, but I'd rather cover more acres. Someone lease you a green machine, W-Store? You want to... well, we were just talking, these spreaders are vastly inferior to the dry spreader on the case. The case does an extra 10 meters width. So if you're sure, we can get you a green one. Actually, here, I'll W-Store. I will get you... Where'd you go? Manager. Just lease, don't buy. What is all the tick I hear? I am hoping that I wasn't recording a course out here. We're way off course here, folks. Trying to stay on my headland pass here. I'd like to be playing this on PC, but as of late, it won't let you use your controller. Ah, interesting. Red spreaders, green combines, yellow tractors. There you go, Derry. If I log into this multiplayer server, say 1 a.m. and admins, would I be able to do something? So you would, as long as you don't need to buy anything. The equipment's here. The contract is already out because only farm managers can take out a new contract. And so the contracts are out on this field, and we may take a couple additional ones out. So as long as there's an active contract, you should be able to jump in and just do some work. And that's the goal, is to start to get things set up. And I'll be posting some rules in the channel here to kind of keep us all on the same page. But we have what's called the work plan mod, and we'll be able to put in this what needs to be done. And that way people can keep track of what we need to do on the farm. Looks like Happy is done for the night. He got bounced out by his internet. Razier the Pro Force over Case. Nice, that's an Unverfirth brand, right? I think that I was using a Pro Force on the Edgewater save live stream on Tuesday. That was a nice tracked fertilizer spreader. Let's see here. How far around this field am I getting? Oh, I'm actually making pretty good progress. Getting all the crazy bits around these trees knocked out so that as everybody else is working on stuff, they can just do what they want to do. Yep, we've got a case open, and I think W-State just, or W-State, W-Story just got a new setup for himself too. Goal is, in the not too distant future, to at least have enough equipment that every person on the server could have a job. We've got a 16 slot server, so we want to make sure we're able to keep doing jobs. Since we got seasons off and the Better Contracts mod turned on, we should be able to line up a bunch of equipment here for people. The next thing I want to buy is a good seeder. We've got a tractor to pull it. We just need to get a one of the big seeders on the map and set up. That way we're able to take on seeding contracts in addition to fertilizing contracts. And then by the time we hit the next live stream next week, we should be ready to maybe take on a big scale harvest. We'll have more active players by then, I think. Boom, boom, boom. I've lost my chat window again. Here it is. Yeah, on my PC I've been using an Xbox controller. I have not, here's the best demonstration of how much difference there is and how wide he can spread versus me. Makes me jealous. Alright, I am, now that the headland part is done, I'm going to come down here to the, I was going to go down to the other end of the field, but I think I'm a long way from the other end of that field. Oh, I'm not that far. I'm trying to figure out which way would be best to go on the up and down rows. I don't know. I feel like the other, like the way I'm going right now would be the best way for up and down rows. But I should probably start on the other side of the field so that I'm not interfering with anybody else. Maybe we'll jump into this red one that's so much wider. Will there be a series on UMRV after the stream? So the series on URMV is going to start next week for sure. So I'm going to do a video on the map, a map tour tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow's video. And I got to wrap up Farmville over the next few days, but we'll be jumping into doing a series on URMV soon. What is going on here? All right, K-State says we're going north and south on the GPS. 0 degrees for AB line heading. Okie dokie. GPS needs to be turned on for that to happen. I feel like I should be able to change this. Oh, it's here. A plus heading set A 0. Good to go. Yep. All right. Let's do it. Gotta figure out how to find the right row here. I do not need to be this close. Oh. That doesn't look like it was overly straight to begin with, so we're just gonna... Yeah, east-west. That's what I was thinking. East-west was gonna be better. Alright. We're making a mess of things, folks. That's alright. I'm gonna drive down here a ways and just do my east-west coming from the other side. That way we're not running into each other. The field is big enough that anywhere that I decide to start that off, it's probably not gonna be a huge deal. And that means we need to do this, and that's gonna be a 90-degree heading. And off to the races we go. Oh man, look at that. It's so wide it doesn't even fit on the screen. It's insane. Shahan, you were watching my 19 videos over again today? Nice. URMV is half Iowa, half Wisconsin. It's more like 80% Iowa, 20% Wisconsin, I think, looking at the map. But yeah, there's a river that runs down the middle of it. Scott Page, search YouTube to set up PS4 controller on Steam. Yeah, I should do that. Derry's off for the night. Thanks for coming and helping out, sir. We got W Stories coming out here in another case. Very nice. Yeah, I feel like I drove faster in the John Deere, though. I think I was going like 23 or something. Fertilizer spreaders. Yeah, 24 miles an hour working speed versus 16. So I'm going 8 miles an hour faster, but I'm 10 meters narrower. So that'd be about 30%, 35% either way. So it works out to covering about the same amount of ground, I guess. Yeah, okay. So I wasn't that far off. It's not that bad. That's not that bad. So I definitely noticed I'm going significantly slower now than I was. The upside, it's also upside down. Iowa is supposed to be on the left side of the river and Wisconsin's supposed to be on the right. Yeah, the orientation is inverted. That's fine. You just gotta think of north as down instead of up. Henry's got a question. What's going on, dude? Man, this field. Oh, and there's an island here, so I'm not even going to get across to the end there. What are we going to do? We'll do a headland pass around the island, I guess. You want to know how to download this map? There's a link to the Mapmaker's Facebook page in the description of the live stream. So if you just click on the read more underneath the video there, you should be able to find a link to his social media page. I think I'm probably a little close to the island edge here, but that's all right. Rather make sure we get it and we don't have to come back to try and complete the contract like we did for the previous field. I was surprised for how big that field was, how picky it was about a couple of small little mist patches. Oh, looks like we're saving again. You do that, but can't find the download link. He's got a... I thought he had a pinned post for it. And there we go. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about taking this line behind the trees. We'll get to that after a bit. We're going to just take this path right back down to the headlands. We're at 54%. We've probably got a couple of rounds on here. However, I am going to wind myself down for the night. I've got to be up early in the morning to get Kid on the bus. So hopefully you've enjoyed tonight's live stream. A little bit something different, getting the farm set up, getting things going. I'm excited to be turning this into a competition against Argsy's community. And so stay tuned for some posts about that. I'll try and post that on both Facebook and in the Discord server, just so people know. We'll make it more official, and that'll be fun. And we can kind of keep growing things on this server. I'm looking forward to trying to stream here. You know, I'll try and get on the server maybe once a week in a live stream and check in on things, hang out with the community. People can hop in and play along. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And a huge shout out to G Portal for providing me with the 16 slot server that we're using to host this. That's all I've got for tonight though, folks. Hopefully you had a good evening. We'll catch you next time. Kedirk, out.